everybody, got another guitar lesson for you here. This one's about lead guitar, and this one is for people maybe beginning on it or to intermediate, and it's 4 different pentatonic licks that you could use as warm-ups, exercises, or in your solos. And so let's just get into it. In this example, we're in the key of D minor. In the beginning, you're hearing me play a D minor chord, kind of in the style of Gary Clark Jr.'s Bright Lights, starting like this. So at speed, it's like, and that's our chord basis to fit these first 2 licks in. So here's the first lick. Here's a fast. You're starting on the 12th fret of the E string, backing it down to the 10th fret. Then you're going to the 13th fret of the B string, back to the 10th fret E, and then 13 to 10 on the B string. Here's that first part. Follow the same pattern going up our pentatonic scale. So here's that lick. Then you're going to end it on the 12th fret of the D string. Here's that first lick, slow, one more time. Here's it fast. It's just kind of a pattern you can follow. Now we're diving into that second lick you were hearing in the intro section. It's going to start with a hammer-on from the 10th fret of the G string to the 12th fret. And a hammer-on is when you pick the first note and quite literally with your other finger hammer on to the next one. If it helps you get the technique down, go ahead and practice it back and forth. So it's going to be 10, hammer on to 12. And then you're going to the 10th fret of the E. And the way I'm doing this is barring my first finger across the 10th fret. Because the goal is to hear those 2 notes kind of ring out together and create kind of a sharpness or a saturation between the 2 of them. So doing that first lick twice. And leave the 10th fret ringing out the whole time while playing it. The lick ends kind of as it begins, starting with that same hammer on. This time take it back to the 10th fret and resolve again on the 12th fret of the D string. So those are the first 2 licks, both in the key of D minor and both a good exercise or for use in your solos. Now let's get into the other 2, which are kind of furthering on the concepts of the first 2 licks. And so now that you've known those and we've gotten a little bit comfortable around what we're playing there, let's try to dive into these next 2. So that's lick number 3, once again in the key of D minor, and it furthers on the same pattern that we start off with on lick number 1. So it's kind of a bit of an easy one, this one, if you can get it up to speed. And so we'll start the same way we did on lick number 1. And we're going to repeat that twice. So once again, it starts on the 12th fret, down to 10, 13, back to 10, 12. Just kind of goes in a cycle like that. The next lick is the same pattern, just a little bit higher up. So it's going to start on the 15th fret, go down to the 13th. This is on the E string. Then we're going to go to the 15th of the B, back to our 13E, and then 15, 13 on the B. So both of those we do twice. Big bend, twice, and then the third one. Here's that last leg. All together, slowly, it will sound like this. So here comes lick number 4, which is a variation on our second lick. It's going to start with that same hammer on our G string, 10 to 12. But this time on our E string, to get our string skipping sound, we're going to be hitting the 13th fret. Back to 12. Then a bend on the 12th fret. Then we're going to do this kind of hammer on pull off. So that's 12, 13, 12, 10. Then we're going on our B string, 13, 10. So once again, utilizing that string skip, here's how the lick will sound slowly. Thanks everyone for watching this guitar lesson. I had a lot of fun filming it. I hope this helps you get into pentatonic soloing, rock soloing, or maybe even a blues. Comment below if you liked what you saw this time, and hopefully you'll tune in next time. Thanks.